Hi, sweetie. This day's looking like it's gonna be pretty, or this week is looking like it's gonna be pretty long for me. So I wanted to make one more of these, just so you had one more thing to watch over the week when I can't like call you and stuff like that. This is not a game I'm playing right now. You can see with the jittery movement and stuff like that. This is a game I played like I think like 3 hours ago or something like that. I just wanted to show you. So this is a gorilla, the Gorilla 15. This is becoming one of my favorite like tanks right now because I just love the idea of a fast platform like that can just do 750 damage. You can see though it has no armor. So I mean this is a tank destroyer, and usually with a tank destroyer you snipe and stuff like that. I know you complain about tank destroyers sometimes, so like this might upset you. However, I'm not sniping. I'm taking my tank with like 10 millimeters of armor and I'm going to frontline brawl with it. And you're gonna see how that goes. So this is El Haloof, and El Haloof, and I don't know if I can get my cursor right now, revolves around this sort of like A1 to B2 area. You've been here sometimes, especially when we played like the Cromwell and stuff like that. So I go to this corner and I like to try to farm this crossing. Fortunately, this guy is kind of in front of me, so I just kind of have to deal with it. However, he does move back just in time to get the first shot. And it's awesome because no one is really watching me. So this KPC goes down, and I never recommend going down here because then these guys have free reign to shoot you and stuff like that. It's just a whole mess. However, I'm gonna hold this angle here because anyone that comes here is going to have to cross first, and they're not going to be ready for me. So I can hold this angle and wait for someone to come and shoot. For example, if this M4 comes, I can shoot him like that. Unfortunately, the shot doesn't miss. You can see the reticle blooms a lot because this is a tank destroyer, and the Gorilla is actually very infamous for having like really bad bloom, which is one of the reasons why you can't really play it aggressively. I try to mitigate it as much as I can and just deal with it. But you can see one shot and we already have 761 damage, and that's what I really like about this game. There are a few other like 750 damage guns in the game that aren't on, you know, a paper platform. The 60 TP is one of them. I do actually recommend the 60 TP. I don't know what this guy is doing. Like, I know everyone else is pushing, but he asks me to help him. I don't know how he wants to. Like, I can sit here and I can be his guardian angel, but like, you know, there's not much I can do. So yeah, I'm gonna hold this angle and I'm gonna hope that this M4 can shoot. That is actually really weird. So I thought I would have pinned his hull under his turret, but for some reason I did pin his turret. And the M454 does have kind of a weaker mantlet, but it is what it is. I see this E50M going down here, and I aim the shots. This is one of the most accurate guns in the game, on paper at least. Like, your KV-1 or something like that has like 0.38 dispersion or something like that. This gets 0.22. And you can see, yeah, you can really feel how accurate that is. So this guy, unless I really try for the shot, he's not going to be spotted anymore. He was spotted by this ground time and this bat chat. But he's not going to get spotted anymore, so I can't really sit and wait for him. I have to really kind of just push the envelope, and I'm going to do so by doing something very dangerous. I'm going to pause it here. Never do this. This gorilla can shoot you. This Foch can shoot you. Not to mention these other guys in the back, especially if you come down this way. I don't know how to activate the free cam in the replay, but it is what it is. If you come down this way, you will die. But because I'm using these rocks, I'm somewhat safe. It is still very dangerous though. Never do this unless you're absolutely sure no one from the back is going to shoot you. With that being said, there's a gorilla there. I get very scared. I want to help out my E100 as much as I can. So, that's a very unlucky shot. It went like and ricocheted off the bottom of his tank. And now I'm in a very tricky position because this E50 and this concept can shoot me if I back up slightly. And obviously, you know, I'm basically fighting a 1v2 right now in my unarmored tank. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Thankfully, my T57 and my 50B come in. They're auto loaders. I can really chomp on this guy. I put one shot into him. I take one from the leopard. And I want to repair my gun because otherwise it's going to be unusable. And now I'm just waiting for this guy. And like I said, as long as I stay in this exact position and use this E100 as a wreck, I can shoot him once, and he'll shoot me because he can have a 750 gun as well, but he actually only has a 530 gun. So I'm pretty sure I have a reload on him now. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit of a silly guy. I died and I miscalculated, and now I am a one-shot, especially for this Leo. So I'm probably dead here, right? However, 5k damage. I'm already very happy with this game. I don't care what happens after this. I don't know what that was. The Leo is also one of the most accurate guns in the game, so I don't know what that was. I think I can get the reload on this guy, but the time passes and that's it. I'm going to finish off this Panzer 7 so these guys can push forward, but that's going to open up this guy to shoot me again, which for some reason he doesn't. So he's going to fully pull back, I'm pretty sure. And then I have to wait and sit here and get unspotted. There's the Foch now, who remember he was at the back of the map and he could have killed me. There's the DBV, he could have killed me. But I'm unspotted, I'm not on the map anymore. I'm basically like this Rheinmetall Panzerwagen where I'm like, they don't know where I am, versus this concept where they do know where I am. So I sit here for a little bit and I think, what could I do? You can see I'm very, very like sitting down. I don't realize I have this much damage yet. I'm just playing like it's like a normal game, you know what I mean? My thoughts are, if this Rheinmetall Panzerwagen spots me, I die. But thankfully, he's over here somehow, so I get that shot on him. And that was kind of a poorly aimed shot. You can see it almost missed. But I get it anyway, and it's okay. So then I wait here, and now he's out of my spotting range, which is here, which means I'm not going to get spotted if I shoot at him again. So hopefully someone spots him, and they would spot him around here, so that's why I'm pre-aiming for around there. I'm looking at the Leopard to see where he is. And these guys are kind of stuck in this sort of choke point right now. That's kind of what happens with this map, especially with triangles that can hold you. There's the RHM. I see him. I try to line up a shot, but I don't necessarily get it. But I hope that he backs up at some point. And I'm just going to wait and prepare the shot for that. The shell disappeared, and you can see it did go in and it did pen him, even though we didn't necessarily see him. Which is why this guy was able to kill him, even though he still had like 800 hit points. So I go here and I think, oh, I can finish off the Leopard. I don't know if he's shot yet, so that's a very dangerous game. So I'm just going to let the KPC deal with that. He can play hull down with his turret armor. And I think, well, you know what? Screw it. I think to myself, screw it. I want to kill the artillery because I hate artillery players. I hope that the KPZ can kill the Leopard, which he does. And now there's the Concept 5 here. I thought he was over here and I wouldn't be able to get that damage. The Concept 5 is right here. And, you know, I'm asking for this bat chat to help me, but the bat chat is AFK. He's not going to be doing anything. So I go up here, and because they don't expect me from this, I can get a free first shot on this Concept. You can see in a second, he's not expecting me. He's looking over here. So I can prepare the shot and put it into him. And because I spotted him, they are able to finish him off. However, here comes the WZ. Mind you, we're going to win this game. So at some point the Batchat's going to come back, and obviously we have a T-110E5 and this Jagdpanzer that will one-shot him. But I'm still a one-shot, remember. That was a very scary moment. He could have killed me right then and there. But now I have the arty, and I'm satisfied. Let's see how much I can get off this Wizzy. So, I go into this bush to try to remain unspotted, and to just poke up here. There's the Wizzy. He spots me, but he shoots, and he has the same alpha as me, 750. So I load gold because he's pretty armored, and I put one shot into him. And now he has to cross the distance. So I back up to give me enough time to reload. I wait, and I shoot him. Unfortunately, there's no avoiding this, but that's okay. Visible here is 8.9 thousand damage, and you can see we're gonna watch something very, very funny. He rams him, and he gets left on 1 hit point. Yeah, and you can see I'm congratulating myself, and we can just see this very funny debacle. Thankfully, the arty doesn't get the kill. I hate arty. And this is a very easy game. this isn't one of those. I'm gonna pause it here because I don't want the replay to end. This isn't one of those games where it was super easy and guaranteed to win. Like, you know, it's like a 15-0 game. This was pretty close, and I was, all things considered, pretty proud with how I played this. I could have avoided maybe one shot of damage in this engagement here, but it is what it is. And you can let me see if I can let me give me a second. Capture my display. Boom. Hopefully I cut that out too. This is the end result of the game. I posted it to places because I was really proud of it. 9.7 thousand damage. Do you remember when we shot that Rheinmetall Panzerwagen like at the very far back of the map and he disappeared before the shell went in? Yeah, that went in. 9.7 thousand damage. That's all I wanted to show you, sweetie. What you call it? There wasn't really a lot of micro in the game. You know what I mean? Like micro adjustments I could have done. The game kind of really played itself, but what I really wanted to emphasize was showing and preparing the shots, because you know, you don't just randomly shoot people. You hold the angle and you pay attention to when people are paying attention to you or not. And it's all about, you know, being a little sneaky guy. But yeah, that was just one more. And I know you said you want me to do the more like analytical videos, so I tried my hardest here. If I'd prepared something more, I probably could have prepared a lot more points, but that's okay. Yeah, I love you. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I love you. I miss you. I wish you were here. And maybe we'll play tonight. I don't know. I know you said you wanted to play things yesterday and I was too sleepy, but maybe we'll play something tonight. But yeah, I'll text you later. I love you, sweetie.